at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, as you get a look at Sports Authority Field at Mile High. Tonight, we reach the unofficial midway point of the season with a good Monday night battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Denver Broncos. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. They go play action here on first down. And the open receiver, it's Robert Woods. That one goes for 24 yards. So on that play, defense was in the zone. They ran a crossing route offensively, but the defense there, you got to be good with communication, don't you?
You certainly do, and it's not something that is really evident when you watch it on the screen. But everyone's talking, communicating, pointing, and it keeps you from chasing receivers because you have a specific zone. You receivers in your zone, and he crosses to another one. You got to let your guy know. They got a completion there, but I like the discipline they show to stay in their proper areas and then make the tackle.
And he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. Here's the offensive unit, and heads up, look out for the Clemson Tiger.
Sammy Watkins was brought in to make plays. That's what he specializes in, out on the perimeter or going inside.
On second down, Williams. And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
When you say the name Richard Sherman, you get a wide variety of reactions. All I know is that when I watch him play, very few false steps, an excellent understanding of what offenses are trying to do.
On third down, Taylor. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. A great effort there to shed the contact, and it helps him pick up the first.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but to have that kind of courage and toughness to run routes in the middle of the field and become dependable targets for their quarterbacks and move the sticks, those guys are worth their weight in gold.
Down to about the 22 here. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
Really tough drive, but that run helped salvage something there because now there's something positive that came out of it. They got to see good blocking, good push by the offensive line, wide receivers trying to get involved, a good run by the back, and now maybe it'll be a catalyst for them to look at going forward, watching it on tape. Maybe they can keep incorporating that type of a run into their offense.
That's a loss of 8 yards there to bring up third. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. A fake to McCoy. Now it's Taylor. Hard throw, incomplete. Robert Woods, former USC man, the intended target, and it's fourth down. Dan Carpenter now for the Bills field goal. It'll be a 47-yard attempt from the left hash. And Carpenter knocks it through, and the Bills' opening drive yields 3. So not exactly jubilation over on that visiting sideline, but at least a high 5 or 2 for their kicker as he gets them the first points of the night here on the opening drive.
And 3 points are not to be underestimated. You're on the road, under the lights, national TV audience. You want to come out and look good, and that's a good start right there.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On the ground, this is Jackson. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
On 2nd down, Lynch fighting his safety valve here. That's complete. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. First down coming there on the intermediate passing play. That's been a point of emphasis, they told us in practice, using those medium routes to keep the defense off balance.
And it wasn't just them telling us. We got to watch them practice it and work on it because they've been trying to fine-tune it and get it right before this game. And I think they have to be happy with the result.
And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, here's Lynch. The catch by Coleman. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 and enemy territory.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Bills. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Richard Sherman, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. It's caught outright by Graham. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A pass for negative yardage, obviously no good. Maybe he shouldn't have thrown it, or maybe he shouldn't have caught it.
And I think we were seeing it at the same time, weren't we? Maybe you let that one go, right? Because you can see the lost yardage about to develop. But that goes against every instinct of a receiver. They're taught to catch everything. So it's really hard to be mad at him and yell at him for trying to make that play.
They'll run it with Jackson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down. They tried to run the counter, just that the defense wasn't fooled.
And when they're not fooled, you see the end result. Because what you're doing there, you mentioned the counter. You're using your offensive linemen sometimes to pull or move to influence the defensive front to go in that direction and create the space back in the other side and block it appropriately. But you're exactly right. Didn't move him, sat there waiting for him and made the play.
Thomas, the lone receiver, left. And now Lynch. And that is incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. And now it's 4th down. On 4th down, it's Riley Dixon on now to kick it away for Denver. They'll send this away into the Rocky Mountain Night, and it's a good one. And this will be taken at the 13. A good return there. Call it 13 yards. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. They begin the drive with Williams. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession. But they face a second and long to start things out. Taylor to throw. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down. Well, still in search of the first down after that last completion. Taylor now to throw on third down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield. But when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that, have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types of plays that can knock a defense off balance, that'll drive a team towards a victory.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's a tried and true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. A failure. And incomplete on the deep ball. Percy Harvin, the intended receiver there, and that brings up 4th down. The Bills send the punter out, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. And now we'll get a delay here as they try to give themselves a little more room for the punt. The Bills send the punter out, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And here's a very low line drive, almost whiffed on it. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. This is Jackson. And some room for him there as he'll take this up to about the 15. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
And that's exactly what you want on a 1st down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
2nd down to the offense needing 5 yards. On 2nd down, Lynch. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. The Bills getting set to go. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Second down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. They give this one to their receiver, Watkins. And he'll go down at the 28. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. So here we go, 1st and 10 now. Another pistol look here. They go play action here on first down. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. A gain of 6 there on first.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helped to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
So the offense readies for a 2nd and 4. Taylor going to give now to Williams. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. It's an 8-yard pickup and leads to a new set of downs.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
So the run gets them the first, and now they operate with a fresh set of downs.
Let's go! Ohio!
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And this has been a recurring theme tonight for sure. Nowhere to run. Back to the line of scrimmage, that's all.
All right, partner, despite my eating habits, I'm not big enough to play offensive tackle, nor am I quick enough. But with the defensive ends nowadays and their speed, those guys have to be able to punch and dance, and it's a tough, tough job to contain them.
So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. Back to Denver right after this. Taylor now off the bootleg. Look at this time for Woods, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
A gain of 3, 2nd down. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And now they're in the hurry up.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. First level defensive line, second level linebackers, third level.
And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And 2 interceptions already here in this first half. That's got to affect him a little bit, right? He's got to be thinking about it.
He's got to be thinking about it, but most of the good ones, they find a way to put it aside. They're not happy about it by any stretch of the imagination. They find a way to put it aside and continue to play their game.
Can he put it aside? Let's find out. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Now a 10th carry. Here's Williams. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
And frankly, Brandon, we're talking about things I'm not sure we ever thought we'd talk about in the NFL. And a lot of that is the speed at the linebacker position. A lot of these guys in college, they were safeties. They moved them up to outside linebacker to combat the spread offenses. And now we're seeing it in the NFL. Those same guys using their speed to make plays in the backfield, similar to that one.
The Bills send the punter out as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. yards is the distance on the punt there. And possession will switch here as this offense will come on deep in their own territory. And coming out now, the Broncos. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. Now Lynch to throw. He's going to float this over the... And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Corey Graham. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
Now with the play clock winding down, Rex Ryan's going to take a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. After the interception, here's Taylor. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. This is caught inside the 15. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Fresh set of downs here.
Let's go. 1, 9.
Now a play fake here on first down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
10 yards still left on second down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Now Taylor, and a quick throw here that's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Their dangerous wide receiver in the final seconds of the first half. And the Bills will extend their lead. It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. Fielded about a yard deep. And Denver getting set to take the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. So we reach halftime here in a 10-point game. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They come out here with a 0 on the scoreboard. What was said in that locker room? That's what I want to know.
I would love to have been in there because We often have the feeling that there's a lot of shouting, screaming, people upset. But typically, halftime locker rooms are a lot more clinical than that. And in this case, are they upset that the plays weren't working because of execution? Or do they think they were just bad plays to call?
Yeah.
We'll find out pretty quickly here if they feel like they had something going, but they just need to do it a little bit better or not.
We'll find out. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
A pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it, and in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
2nd and 10. It's Lynch again. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
Lynch now throwing on 3rd, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Timing's crucial in any route thrown, but when you throw an out, so many things are going through the mind of the receiver. Catching the ball, timing it up with the quarterback. Are my feet going to get down inbounds? On that play, all those things going through his head might have caused him to drop it.
Still just the 3rd quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on 4th. Now it's Jackson, and he's got some space here. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way home for a Broncos score. A great effort there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Broncos draw a bit closer. And his kick is right through. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. A look at the offense now here, coming back out on the road for their first possession of the 2nd half. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
And that's caught left side. It's Woods. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Robert Woods. Touchdown on the season. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos offense now gets ready to head back onto the field. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they held him to a short gain on that one, and it almost felt like on that first run, they were trying to just throw the jab at him. So how do you stop a jab? Get closer and smother it, just as they did on that last play.
Here we go. 3-19.
They run again with Jackson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
But I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Here's Lynch to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Now a loose football. The ball comes out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drives exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. And a great spot to start this drive from here. Shift together here from the D-line. The play clock's running down. They go play action here on first down. And his throw's going to be incomplete. He was looking to get it to Carlos Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down.
So many offense want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. Watkins alone on the left side. Second and 10. It's Taylor again. They'll set up the screen. This is Williams. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain.
And a nice gain and a broken tackle along the way. And really, we shouldn't be surprised, should we? That's what runners do, especially the best ones. They break tackles and gain extra yardage.
Now Taylor. And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line. And Denver getting set to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Good word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And now Lynch. It's caught outright by Graham. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue.
Okay, when the big guy runs a corner route, you're asking a lot no matter who's covering him. Doesn't matter whether it's a linebacker or a defensive back. He usually has the advantage because of his body type.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now a play fake here on first down. On the crossing route, he hits Demaryius Thomas. 12 yards on the pickup, and it'll be first down Denver.
I know we just saw a nice throwing catch, but how about the big guys up front buying that time? Yeah, that's exactly what they did. They created time and allowed the space to happen, and it turned into a really nice play.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. And they brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
He's going to air one out. And my goodness, another intercept by Stephon Gilmore. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy?
They've got his man complete. A big play here for Buffalo. 43 yards. So the offense has it 1st and 10. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
Now Taylor to throw on second down. Looking left side for Watkins, and he's got it. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds.
I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people up to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big.
And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Back now at the home of the champs, Sports Authority Field in Denver. It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. First down and 10 now for the offensive group. From the gun, it's Taylor. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes in bounds.
Let's make this one simple. What a catch, especially the finishing part of getting his feet in bounds, toe tapping, and, of course, foot dragging.
A little tapestry, if you will.
Oh, I like it.
And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
That was a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set. They run it again with Williams. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. It's a 10-yard gain there, and it sets them up now first and goal.
Oh, there's no doubt that this is a huge defensive series right here. They've got to hold them to a field goal attempt or less. Otherwise, this game just might be out of reach. Let's see if they can hunker down and get it done.
And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go.
They'll try and run. This is Williams. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Carlos Williams, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. After the TD, here's Carpenter on to kick it away. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now this Broncos offensive unit ready to head back out onto the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have something going. They were moving the ball on offense, had a nice sequence going. Don't worry about the other part. You can't get that back. Let's go back to what you were doing well before.
I thought you were going to say they need to have no memory, but remember the good part, forget the bad.
I like that even better.
And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A huge play there for Denver. 71 yards. So the run moves the chains, and here we go on first down. Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
From our vantage point, that was just one bad play by the offensive line in a series of really good ones tonight. But I know that they're going to be really ticked off. It's a lot like a baseball pitcher losing a no-hitter late in the game.
On second down, Lynch. And this will be incomplete.
Very difficult night for the guys on offense. They've got to be looking at each other in the huddle and on the sidelines. How are we going to find some open space to complete a pass and find open room to run? This defense all night long has squeezed down the passing lanes, made plays on the football. It's really been a thing of beauty for them. He's got to figure all day long prepping for the game. They had to have talked about it again and again. Squeeze passing lanes, and we'll be in great shape.
And this is going to be incomplete. And a field goal obviously means nothing here. They're going to go ahead and go for it on 4th down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Here's Taylor in trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And the ball is going to wind up out of bounds, so they will lose yardage, but they'll keep the football. And you know, the man who sat in my chair the last few years, he has a theory. These plays, these safeties, they're so rare. Maybe they should be worth more than 2, maybe 4 points.
I think he's got a great point. I really do, Brandon. But I would go ahead and up it to 6. I'm a former defender.
Ooh.
To me, that's like scoring a touchdown.
Easy now. I'll go 4. I don't know about 6.
Come on. Come up to 6.
A lot of points. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. They go play action here on 1st down. He's got his man on the crossing route. 11 yards on the pickup, and it'll be good for a Denver 1st down. A good start there on this 4th quarter drive. They need more of what we just saw.
Down a couple of scores. There's still time, all right? It's not like they're totally out of it, but they have to score quickly, and they're going to need some big-time plays, chunk plays, explosive plays. They need yardage on each snap.
Now Lynch on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's going to go out of bounds, taking it down inside the 25. They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. That one good for 10 yards. And it'll be 2nd and very short. On 2nd down, here's Lynch. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. 7 yards on the pickup there, and now they've got it 1st and goal. And they're going to speed things up here.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
This will be caught at about the 6. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Jimmy Graham, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead, as this gets them back within a touchdown and a 2-point conversion. Now after the touchdown, ready to boot it away, Riley Dixon. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And the last time they had the football, they surrendered 2 points on the safety. They don't want to do that one again.
No, not at all. It's almost like a bases clearing double, isn't it? Give up a couple of runs.
Sure.
just messes things up for you offensively. But now they've got to go ahead, take it, set it aside, and move forward.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22. A couple of Broncos there in on the tackle. And in this situation with the lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Time running out here on the play clock. Again, it's Williams. And he'll be taken down here at about the 20. Now the Broncos are going to take a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. So they're leading. They have possession of the football, and certainly this is where they just want to milk the clock. On third down, Taylor. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Time for a break. It's a gain of 20 and picking up the first. We'll come back, see what transpires after this. Now a play fake here on first down. Left side here, caught by Clay. And he's brought down. 18 yards on the pickup there. And it's first down, Buffalo. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark.
And in today's NFL, it almost feels routine. And I hate that when you talk about a 300-yard passing game. To me, 300 yards still signifies excellence, and he's achieved that in this performance.
Taylor going to throw it. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you've got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot.
And now the Broncos will burn another timeout here. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Second down, 9 yards to go. The busy night continues for Williams. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. And play is stopped here. Timeout. It's the defense calling the timeout here. That'll be their third and final stoppage here as we step aside. Seventh play of the drive upcoming here on 3rd and 6. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Here's Taylor. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. And he'll try and throw here on the fake. And this one will not work out. It is incomplete. And they're not able to convert on fourth down. And Denver getting set to take the field. They have time here, partner, for just one final heave.
And I have to look at it from the defense's perspective here. We know where they're going to. The Hail Mary, try and get guys down there and throw it in the end zone, tip it around and catch it. You've got to have guys back there.
And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Aaron Williams. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here. Coming down really to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for the Bills, the win means they'll finish the first half at a respectable 5-3 record. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Denver, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they'll take this loss into the bye as they'll be back in action in Week 10. So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.